Hi Leo, what's up? Welcome to your reading. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let's see what you need to know right now, what's coming towards you for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. If you're interested in booking a private reading with me, the information is in the description box down below. And let's see what you need to know right now. We have the fish coming out as your first card. Show me clearly what's going on with Leo. We got the moth. We also have the golden egg. Okay. So there's like a situation that you're on the fence about. I'm seeing here you're wavering. Fish is like you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Something isn't really grounded or secure. You haven't secured your spot or secured a thing, a desire, an outcome. There's some cleanup here. We have the vulture, the cheetah, the gazelle. There's some part of you that just wants to rip the band-aid off or get it over with. There's an energy of like rushing forwards and antsy. It's like you're on the edge of your seat. You're heavily like preparing, anticipating, imagining, thinking up scenarios of what could happen, what might not happen. The thing is though with the fish, because this is your first card out, fish represents the unknown. It represents a situation that's out of your control at the moment. And right now it might be appearing one way, and in this case with the moth you might be looking at how things might not be going in your favor, or you could be looking at what you're not happy about. You're wanting a quick solution, and right now it feels like there's not very many opportunities that are available at this moment. This is a time for you where you could be going through a lot of like mental highs and lows, you know. So it's a lot. It's a lot. Moth, when the moth does come out, it does talk where we need to commit ourselves to something. And in this case, what you are needing to commit yourself to at this moment, because it seems like right now, a lot of things outside of your hands, outside of your control, the one thing that you can regularly show up for is yourself. The cosmic egg, this is the heart center that is about self-love. It's the energy of rest. It's the energy of healing. It's an incubation process. So it's like something is not quite available right here, right now, and that's okay. And this isn't a bad thing. This is a good thing. This is a blessing. There's a redirection. There's a detour. There's a shift in the plan. It's divine timing, babe. It's divine timing. You can't really interfere with that. So yeah, you're actually being told from spirit to slow your roll, to ease. And you know, if there are any loose ends, if there's any lingering past energy that you need to confront or just deal with right here, right now, this is your opportunity to get that out of the way. Even if it's scary, even if it's uncomfortable, but it's like you've been giving it a lot of thought from the gazelle to the cheetah. So you're highly anticipating, you're super aware of what's happening, what's going on mentally. You're planning and imagining, what if this, what if that? You know, you're being perfectionist, tending to all the details, and then you're being pushed to just put your foot on the gas. Take action, lead with intention and with a little bit of force. And the vulture is all about clearing, releasing, purging, letting go. And, you know, vultures, they take care of the dead waste, whatever that's already dead, whatever that is on the final, like, you know, just like, it's just on the edge. It's just barely holding on. It's that final clip or that sever. Okay, so that could be something that maybe you've been on the fence about, or that's the hang up, or that's what's kind of keeping you in this state of limbo. Let's get into the tarot. Let's see what's going on for Leo right now. Page of Pentacles is your first card out, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is all about you focusing on yourself. All right? It's about you, personal growth and development, opportunities that are going to enhance your experience, enhance your life, enhance this part of the process, this journey. Some of you are starting a new job. Some of you, this is a new goal that you've set, a new class that you're taking, just like a new action here. But this is the start. This is a very new, it's fresh, it's just begun, or you're literally like days before, like you're getting ready. You're getting ready for a new chapter that is all about you. You, your freedom, your independence, your self-worth, your confidence, your money. 9 of Pentacles, the Hermit. Again, it's all about you, Virgo energy. It's all about you right now, Leo. 9 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the King of Swords. And really using your discernment and clearing out anything that is disrupting your peace, your happiness, setting firm boundaries. This is a time right now where you could be keeping to yourself, or you're laying low, or you're just extremely intentional of who you open yourself up to. You're very guarded right now. You're even like when it comes to your home or where you live, you're being selective of who you let over. So this is different, right? That's what the Page of Pentacles. This is a completely new way of being, a completely different way of life. We have the World. There's something you're saying goodbye to here. Page of Pentacles and the World. Some of you are straight up moving. You're completely picking up from one place to another. You might be traveling. I'm seeing that some of you, you're moving because of your job. You're moving for work. World with the Emperor. I'm seeing someone that's meant to work like internationally or like worldwide. I get a sense here that you're meant for something greater. You're meant for something more meaningful. Emperor, we have the 5 of Swords reversed and the 7 of Swords. So, and the Hierophant, there's something you're uncovering here. Something about a past experience. It's already happened. It's already done. It's finished. Like 5 of Swords reversed. This is now the aftermath of some sort of battle, some sort of loss, some sort of struggle, probably to do with you and another, or even if it's self-sabotage. Sometimes self-sabotage. The Emperor, 7 of Swords, the only one that will defeat the Emperor is himself, right? He could no one will dethrone the Emperor, but he will be like, I'm just going to take my crown off. I don't deserve this crown. What the fuck? 7 of Swords, the Hierophant, and the 3 of Wands. This is something here you got going on that's going to lead to a lot of happiness. 10 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, but why are you holding yourself back? Maybe it's just because you got some loose ends, some unfinished business you got to take care of. 5 of Swords and the Emperor, you could be taking accountability for where you made a mistake or where you went wrong. Holding yourself to your standards. The World and the Emperor. It feels like you're leveling up, or whatever you've just recently begun in your life, it's going to take you to higher levels of success, higher levels of abundance, materially speaking, like financially speaking, your tax bracket increase, like you're going to be truly leveling up. It's a big time for you, and it's important you celebrate these victories. 2 of Cups. This fell out on the World. Some of you meeting somebody from another country. Or I don't know, I get the World and the 2 of Cups. Either this is talking about the current chapter between you and someone that you're in a relationship with, or someone that you're like, it's make or break. I gotta see what's at the bottom. The Lovers. Well, you don't say, right? The Lovers, the Queen of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. Oh, all right. So we got a feminine over here that has been keeping things hidden. 7 of Swords, 4 of Swords. She's gonna keep things hidden. Whatever that is being revealed, whatever you're finding out, whatever that's being shared, it is connected to this cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. It is a catalyst. It is slingshotting you forwards, but in what way? Well, twos are always choices. So there's going to be a decision. You either stay together or go your separate ways. If you're single, this could be an end to your singlehood. You might end up in a commitment or marriage. I want to say marriage for some reason. Well, we do have the Hierophant underneath the 7 of Swords. So there could be someone here that you're dealing with Queen of Cups, the Lovers, is someone who's very openly affectionate, emotionally available. She is healing, she is nurturing, she is compassionate, loving, and magical, full of magic. But the thing is, Queen of Cups, Seven of Swords, although she's super open, she tells you how she feels, or you're telling someone how you feel, you're not revealing all your cards. Queen of Cups and the Seven of Swords, there is a little bit of a game going on. There's a little bit. The Hierophant's underneath the Seven of Swords. So someone wants a deeper commitment. But they're playing cool. The Four of Swords are playing it like, oh, I'm just doing me. I'm resting. I'm sleeping. I'm not. Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords. Someone here is playing very like detached or like nonchalant, but like they want the real full thing. They want the full ring and everything. Okay? That's for somebody. We'll see more when we clarify or however this unfolds. Going back to the fish, there's plenty of fish in the sea, and you're probably like, bitch, I'm tired of hearing that. Where are they at though? Or you ever see the video where like there's plenty of fish in the sea and there's like, it's just like dead fish washed up on the shore. Rest in peace. It's like those are just some silly little memes I've seen on like Instagram. It just made me think of that. Because the moth, you know, is like not super optimistic, or the people that you might be attracting are superficial, or they just want you for your money, or maybe because of your appearance or something you have to offer. But the moth is very fleeting. So it's like your light is so bright and warm and uplifting, and it attracts a lot of energy. As a lot of people that like that about you, but they're not able to stay around long enough. And you got a heart of gold. You have a heart of gold. And don't forget it. Okay. What's going on for Leo? This fell out on the world, and it's the Four of Pentacles reverse. So you're releasing something here. You're making some space. But the Fool at the bottom, yeah, so whatever the world was, I can't even remember what was at the bottom anymore. I think, no, it wasn't the Chariot, I don't remember. The world and the Four of Pentacles reverse, you're letting go of a cycle, a chapter of your life, a version of yourself, a person, a place. Like you're making space. You're not clinging on, you're not resisting, you're allowing this transition. And you have an open mind, an open heart. We have the Fool at the bottom, the Empress. Oh yeah. Six of Swords, Ace of Swords. You're fully like, let's move forwards. Let's take this next step forwards and open up our world and see what life has to offer. And you're stepping into a time of your life where there's so much to celebrate. There's so much abundance. There's so much fertility. Watch out for pregnancies. But even just energetically, symbolically speaking, very fertile time. Whatever you think about, you're like pregnant with ideas. The seeds you plant, going to flourish, going to transform, going to bloom. You're in your blooming season. Empress and the Six of Swords. Again, the movement, the actions you're taking, you're on the right path, you're on the right track, and it's just leading to more and more and more. And it's just like your vision is becoming so clear now. We have the Ace of Swords underneath the Six of Swords. Your vision, what you want, what you what you believe in, even conversations that you're having. There's clarity. Seven of Cups underneath the Ace of Swords. You're getting clarity about confusing situations or things that left you feeling like, what the hell was that all about? Or why did that happen? Or what did they mean by this? You're getting clarity. You may also be initiating this, or you could be the one that is just like calling it out, or just speaking honestly, speaking your truth. And that's just clearing a direct path and showing you what's actually meant for you and what isn't. And whatever that isn't meant for you will fall away or move away. And that's a blessing. Yeah, you're like, whoa. I'm like at a loss for words right now. What's going on for Leo? Three of Swords. I fell on the Two of Cups. Okay, so that just makes me go back to when we saw that Queen of Cups and the Seven of Swords. And what did she have? The Hierophant. Maybe some of you, this is very, very few group of you, but You know, we're saying, oh, like there's this queen and she's keeping something hidden, or she's secretive, or she's withholding. And I was kind of look at it positive, like, oh, she just got deeper feelings than she's letting on. But maybe there was someone else in the picture, like a hidden relationship or hidden kid or something. Okay, that's for a few of you, because the Three of Swords fell out on the Two of Cups. So it's like pretty heartbreaking stuff, pretty heart-wrenching. So Two of Cups, Three of Swords. There's mutual pain. Two of Cups is shared energy. It's going both ways. Feelings are the same. So you and someone are both feeling and experiencing pain. Might be in, let's see, Ten of Wands reverse. This is being cleared, or this is being released, or this is something you need to let go of. Because it's too heavy and life is too short. If this is, we switch gears, if this is someone new that's coming into your life, or a new connection, they may have a lot of pain, a lot of hurt or baggage, or you may still carry some from your past. Maybe you can confide in each other and help each other heal and overcome these heartbreaks and betrayals. But like, I don't know, Ten of Wands reversed with the Three of Swords, it's time to let that shit go. It's time to stop talking about the same old stories. Living in the past, okay? Ten of Wands reversed, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's basically saying it's time to stop living in the past. We have a Five of Cups after the Queen of Swords, where it's like, all right, we need to feel our feelings. We need to look at it. We need to digest it, sit with it, reflect on it, and then we got to do something about it. Otherwise, we're just stuck in this limbo and nothing changes, and we're miserable, and we're just like missing out on life. And so Queen of Swords, Five of Cups, she's like, all right, I felt my feelings. Now it's time to get the fuck back up. It's time to stop making excuses for ourselves. Stop feeling sorry for ourselves. It's time to make a plan and get moving. Eight of Wands. Ten of Wands reverse the Eight of Wands. This is a slingshot forwards, right? And what's in between the 8 and the 10? Two. You made a decision. You made up your mind. You made a choice. Probably relating with a person here. Two of Cups. You made a decision to move forwards or move on. And I think it's going to be very good for you. Very healthy for you. Okay. Let's see. What's next for Leo? What's next for Leo? Six of Swords. Well, you're moving towards calmer waters, moving away from the ripply water, like the drama, the misunderstandings. What do we have? Five of Swords with the Emperor. It was Five of Swords reversed. I think that was with the World. So, oh, did y'all see that orb that just went by? Because I don't see any dust in front of my camera. I just looked at my screen. I saw an orb go by. Yo, what's up, Spirit? Hey, Six of Swords, the energy of moving forwards to calmer, clearer ground. Well, not really ground, because this is air. But you know what I mean. Justice at the bottom, bringing in balance, restoring balance, especially in a situation where there was some sort of wrongdoing, or someone did you dirty, or took from you, or stole from you, or just really just some messed up shit. Karma always has its way. What goes around comes around. The actions you take will always come back one way or another. It's the cycle of life. It's the process. Justice and death. Some of you, this is like a court case. It's done. It's finished. Case dismissed. You know, but justice and death. You know, the karma is moving on. The karma is living your life. We got Scorpio and Libra energy over here. But yeah, peaceful times. Good times ahead. So from a Three of Swords to a Six of Swords, that's a quick transition from feeling the pain and the betrayal and the loss, and then Six of Swords, finding peace or moving to more peace. What the hell? Where did you come from? Knight of Pentacles. And this says, I deserve financial security. Some of you, it's a better job, right? You've been slaving away, busting your ass off, and being treated like garbage, underpaid, undervalued, disrespected, and you're like, oh my God, I got a better opportunity. Maybe it's asking me to move. Maybe it's making a really big adjustment, but staying here in this position is doing me a disservice. I'm unhappy and I deserve better. So Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, I see, moving up the ladder to something greater, something more meaningful, something that will be rewarding and fulfilling, something secure that you can truly like rely on. Perhaps there's like some kind of instability before. All right, what else you got for Leo? Do we have a card flip out or no? Nope. Okay. Anything else for Leo? Five of Wands, that fell out between the Two of Cups and the Six of Swords. So someone's going to show resistance. If this is about that relationship, what's at the bottom? Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Page of Cups. Someone's going to try and... So here's the thing. You're moving towards more stability, more peace, more fulfillment, more enjoyment, more pleasure in your life. And that requires you to move away or let something or somebody go, right? And as you're doing that, someone's trying to challenge you. Or maybe Five of Wands is representing your own inner struggle, but I feel like since this fell on the Two of Cups, someone's trying to pull you back in and trying to prevent you from moving on. Two of Cups, Five of Wands, Six of Swords. Someone doesn't want you to move on, or maybe they're... Wow, I just got like a hangnail. Not the hangman, but the like, you know, like the little thing on the edge, like your cuticle. That kind of stung for a second. Okay. See, it's the loose ends. Where did you come from, bitch? I just did my nails last night. That was not there. Loose ends. It's like, it's just something you gotta... Oh, that's what the gazelle, cheetah, and the vulture, you're like, okay, I gotta clean this up. I gotta deal with this. I need to confront this. I need to face this. Get this out of the way, rip the band-aid off. That's kind of what this is feeling like. Can there be forgiveness? If you have the room in your heart to forgive, beautiful. If you don't, beautiful. It's it's up to you. But so the reason why I was saying I feel like this is someone that doesn't want you to move forwards or move on is because we have a Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Page of Cups. This is where someone could be trying to kind of sweeten you up. When we got Strength, which is your energy. This is now where it's like suddenly they're showing interest. Suddenly they're making the time. They're being consistent. They're doing all the things that you had begged for and they never ever did it, or barely. But notice it's pages. All these are pages. So it's very surface level. Five of Wands. If you want to de-escalate, if you want to bring peace to this, go for it. Is a possibility. Two of Wands, King of Swords. Use your discernment though. I wouldn't get too attached or too invested if I were you. King of Swords, Justice, yeah. I feel like you've come a long way, and King of Cups, you've come a long way. You've grown a lot mentally and emotionally, spiritually from this. You could be dealing with someone that's just not at the same maturity or like level of awareness. And I feel like they're doing this because to bring comfort for themselves rather than to comfort you or to make you feel better. They're trying to do this to make themselves feel better. Okay. So I don't know who needs to hear that. But yeah, there can be healing. Like, it doesn't have to be hate and war. Like, the fuck? No. You're focused on moving forwards. As long as this isn't like a setback or pulls you back into something that will tamper your growth, happiness, harmony, stability. May as well. There's a lot that goes in between the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is you moving up a step. Okay? So in this entire reading, from the Page to the Knight, there's quite a story between you and another that's got to be cleared up and dealt with before you become the Knight of Pentacles, from a Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Let's just see. We're not going to spend too much time left on this, but let's see. Two of Cups, Three of Swords, Five of... And I look at the bottom of the deck. It's the Devil. Okay. This is something that has kept you stuck or trapped. Let's see. What's underneath the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you've been trying the very best, but it just keeps giving you the same outcome. Like, it seems very promising. It seems very promising. And so you're like, all right, I'm here. I'm showing up. What do I need to do? And then it just keeps resulting in failure or like obsession, codependencies, being controlled, locked away, manipulated, tormented. Like, what the fuck, dude? Okay. Let's just see here. Two of Cups, Five of Wands, Three of Swords. Let's pull a few on this, and then we'll see how you're going to move through this. Six of Swords. Two of Cups, Five of Wands, Three of Swords. We have the Fool. So you may have a new beginning or a new start. You might pick things back up with this person. We have the Queen of Cups and Knight of Swords. Could get emotionally, like, charged. We have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and then the Chariot reverse. It's like start, stop. Or someone's insecurities just getting in the way of something that could really flourish and bloom or expand. So yeah, I'm just seeing like start, stop, start, stop. Four of Wands, Four Cups. Yeah, it just keeps leading to, it's like honeymoon phase, and we're on the best of terms. We're having the greatest time, so much love, so much romance, so much like we're finally on the same page. And then, that didn't last long now, did it? What the fuck? Yeah, and Hangman, no, it's the same shit. It's stuck, it's stale, stagnant. The only thing that's changed is you and the way that you look at the situation. The situation's the exact same thing. It's the exact same shit. Okay, so even the Three of Swords, the affirmation, I see things exactly as they are. That's what you're needing to look at this for what it is. Not at what it used to be, what it could have been. The potential. See it for what it is right here, right now. Six of Swords. What are you going to do about it? From moving up from the page to the Knight of Pentacles. What are you going to do about this? The way that just flew out. We have the Page of Wands. Okay. You got a bright idea. You're scared. Or you're having some worries or doubts about it. Eight of Swords at the bottom. You're limiting yourself. You're saying, but what if there's nothing out there that's better than this? What if I can't? What if I get rejected? What if? Eight of Swords, Knight of Wands. You gotta do it anyways. You're just overthinking your actions here. Six of Swords. What's Aries? Not Aries. You could be dealing with one. Six of Swords for Leo. What will Leo do? Six of Cups. Six of Wands. 666. My gosh, we got the devil. I'm just kidding. No, synchronicity though. Maybe the month of June, like 6th of June, could be relevant. But we have you might hit up an old friend or someone from childhood, or let's see, Six of Wands, Strength, and the Eight of Pentacles. You might ask for some sort of help or advice, or just you maybe you're venting to someone that you haven't spoken to in a while, or like, you're sharing some things in life and you're like, yeah, I'm going through this. I feel like this is an invitation here to connect with people that bring out more of your playful side, people that you can let loose with and just have a good time and just enjoy each other's company and laugh and just accept each other. There's like a very lighthearted, playful play kind of spirited energy. We have Six of Wands. This makes me think of like karaoke, like singing. Maybe you listen to music or bond over music. We have Strength and the Eight of Pentacles, which is like support, those that are supportive, those that have your back and you can lean on when maybe you're feeling a little lost or unsure, or you're going through the thick of it. It's like I see like true, genuine support. So that's a nice shift of energy from whatever that drama or heaviness or disappointment or start, stop, good, bad, like. So I feel like you're being pushed towards things that are not that, or not them, someone else, or something like that. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Look, Page of Pentacles, double confirmation, Queen of Pentacles reverse. Five of Cups at the bottom. I don't know why it's like hearing like hit or miss, because it's like you're Page of Pentacles, you're shining this pentacle. It's beautiful. There's this rainbow. This Queen of Pentacles reverse, she's not even available. She's not even open to receive. I'm literally imagining like football. We got the receiver. We got the person throwing the ball. I don't know the name for that. But the receiver's nowhere to be found. They're not catching nothing because they're so closed off, or they're just not stable, or they're not receptive. This could even be representing where you're at, because we're clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, and we go back from the beginning, which was the page to the Knight. It's that slow transition. It's slow, right? And it's saying you're not quite at this Queen of Pentacles state because you're having to make some adjustments in your finances, in your health and well-being, in the way that you show up for yourself and your own stability, your own inner world. Like sometimes Queen of Pentacles reverse, you're neglecting yourself or your needs, putting everybody else ahead of you. And that's the lesson in this, because you've been overgiving. 5 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like this is just like lessons that you've been learning through relationships, through commitments, through friendships, through people that you work with, and the disappointments that you faced, or setbacks, or things that left you feeling disappointed, hurt, misunderstood, lack of recognition, and like learning from it or growing from it, and like, just taking notes, studying these tests, you could call it, so that you can do better, get the results that you want, not what you don't want. We have the 9 of Cups underneath that, the 5 of Pentacles. So it's like there's something you want, it's right in front of you, but you've just been blinded by things that are irrelevant, or things that you've been delaying making changes. Okay, I don't know. I'm like getting lost now. I gotta go. I have to go. 9 of Swords, the Tower. Certain changes that you've been afraid to make that you're now finally like readily available to doing, even if that means walking a path that you haven't walked before, or it's like letting go of something you were holding on to because you were on the fence about it. Maybe there's some part of you with the Moth, you were hopeful that you were like, oh, there's got to be a solution to this, there's got to be an easy fix. But we go back to the Golden Egg. The fix or the solution to whatever this problem is through you, through healing, through loving yourself more, and kind of removing yourself from things that throw you off balance, right? We had Hermit earlier, and I can't remember what else, but there was a bunch of cards saying like, focus on you, you. All right. That's been kind of coming through for a couple of the signs lately. So I'm seeing that's a theme coming out in the collective. So it's not just you, Leo. Okay, but I'm going to leave your reading here. I love you. Let me know how it resonates, and private readings are available down below. Have a fantastic day. Bye, Leo.